Valentine's week! Depending on your own personal status, you will either love me or hate me for reminding you of that. But if you love or hate me, you probably made your mind up on that way before this video. Not everybody can handle this. Itchy. Don't worry, this challenge will have you loving Valentine's Day and yourself. Why do I sound like I'm on a QVC commercial? Free shipping and handling. The best piece of advice that I ever heard: your relationships will only be as good as your singleness. You can't expect someone else to make you happy if you can't make yourself happy. Very important. I know from all my successful relationships. So I actually did this challenge in 2015. High five, self. I wonder if that looked as awkward as it felt. That would be a yes. It's very easy to become very cynical and to look at your Instagram feed and just... Shut up. Shut up. Oh my god, it's so cute with the face of the other face of the... Shut up. But it doesn't have to be that way. You can be your own Valentine and take yourself on a date. Why would you want to do that? Because it does help with self-confidence. Any healthy relationship needs to be between two people who are working on being complete on their own, that just come together and... Advantages to taking yourself on a date. Probably going to be specific to my own life and my own situations that I find myself in. Advantage number 1, you don't have to worry about the fact that your date might be emasculated by your choice of footwear.
Oh, you're wearing heels.
Advantage number 2, you don't have to worry about having absolutely nothing to talk about in the car. Advantage number 3, you don't have to worry about trying to fill that silence in the car with music, only to find out that you have absolutely zero musical compatibility.
So what kind of music you like?
Do you have any country?
I hate country.
Advantage number 4, you don't have to stress about the fact that you never quite mastered the art of flirtation.
You look really nice tonight.
You have a face.
Advantage number 5, you don't have to worry about the potential need to defend your dietary choices by going into uncomfortable amounts of detail about your gastrointestinal reactions to certain kinds of foods.
So they have a whole gluten-free section. It's not a real thing. I have a real thing, lactose intolerance. So, do you have any food problems?
Gluten. And my personal favorite advantage, advantage number 6. You don't have to worry about the end of the date and the fact that you really could improve your social skills when it comes to saying goodbye. It was interesting.
So, good night.
Those are all my motivations for being okay with taking myself on a date and not having to deal with any of those things. So I decided for this date that I would do some kind of restaurant by myself, and also a movie, going to a movie by myself, which I actually think movies are really bad first date ideas because you're just sitting in silence next to someone for 2 hours. What do you do with your hands? My lifelong question. I also decided that I would get myself a gift, like just something that I wanted, that was cute. For the restaurant, my favorite meal of the day is breakfast. I love breakfast food. I love going out to breakfast. So I took myself on a breakfast date. Aside from just the very brief snippets of video that I got with my phone, I put my phone away because I really wanted to embrace the uncomfortableness of not knowing where to look. Next came going to the movie by yourself, which I know people do it. I don't. Usually, but I love going to see movies, and so this kind of is opening a whole new door for me because when I want to see a movie in theaters that maybe like I don't have anyone to go with or no one's around, now I can just go. Warning, if you are seeing a comedy, laughing when you are at a movie by yourself and there are other people around, kind of awkward. Especially if you laugh like a walrus. Finally came getting myself a small gift. I decided that I would get myself a stuffed animal because flowers die, chocolates don't exactly last that long, And stuffed animals are just a perpetual sign of your self-appreciation.
We're identical.
As nothing says, I am a strong, independent, capable woman who doesn't need someone else to complete me like a stuffed giraffe. If after all of that you're still feeling sad about Valentine's Day, just remember that on February 14th, Saint Valentine was beaten to death with clubs and then beheaded. Your day will at least be better than his, I hope. Bye! Don't forget to love yourself, be your own Valentine, take yourself on a date, and then take me on a date. I'm just kidding, I don't want you to. I'm gonna take myself on a date. Also, I did get myself a flower candy because it's flour and candy, and it's the best of both worlds. Oh my gosh, it's so stale. Happy Valentine's Day!